Well, there's one nice, reliable thing about you, pal.
What's that, Les?
If you're not on the boat, you're usually here.
That's true. I kind of hang around greasy spoons like a swarm of flies, don't I?
Luke, any luck in New York?
No, Rick, it was a bunch of blind leads. Delfina dragged me in and out of every freak hangout in the city.
Did you see Bobby?
Yeah. It was a bright spot in the trip. We had lunch. She's very happy there, but when I told her what was happening, she wanted to come back on the first flight.
Oh, no.
Well, there's nothing that Bobby could really do here.
I know. I told her that. I told her she should stay in New York. In case Laura shows up there, she'll have somebody to turn to.
What about your other leads?
Well, why don't we take a table? I'll tell you about it.
Hi. Hi.
You know, I talked to my boss this morning, and he really came down on me.
What's he so upset about?
That's right. You do work for a newspaper, don't you?
Advertising Times, but I freelance, too.
Well, what's the problem?
Well, I signed a contract to do a story a week, but since I've been involved in this search for Laura, I haven't had a chance to turn my story in.
Oh, isn't that too bad?
Well, what's the problem? Why don't you give you an extension because of the personal mess you're in at the moment?
No, but what'll give me is a court order for breach of contract if I don't cough a story up.
Well, darling, there are not very many ad campaigns going on in Port Charles. But there is a certain movie star, you know, that you might...
Well, the paper can only handle a minimal amount of fluff pieces.
I'm sorry. You said that you work for an advertising Times, though, darling.
Yes,
I would have marvelous.
but it's similar to the Wall Street Journal.
Oh.
My specialty is hard news.
Okay, so how can we help? I mean, you need an idea for a story.
As a matter of fact, I have a brilliant idea.
Oh?
Naturally.
I want to do a series of articles on an especially fascinating subject.
Oh, well, who, what, where?
You.
Me?
That's absolutely ridiculous, darling. Robert would never...
Hang on a sec,
never
Tiffany.
divert
Will you just...
about his personal life
Quiet.
or publication for
Just for a
anybody.
second.
I only know.
Yeah, I know.
So well, darling.
Go on.
Well, do you think you might consider it?
That depends. I mean, would we need to spend any time together doing these interviews?
I'm afraid so.
Okay, Lois Lane, you got your story.
That's great.
Oh, that's absolutely absurd, Robert. How many
Tiffany.
times have you told me? I mean, just think of the many
Look,
times that you
Tiffany,
have told me that I could
shut up
do
for
when
a
I
second.
tried to do it.
Look, I know in the
Tell
past...
me to shut up.
I know in the past that I haven't been very public about publicizing my life, but, well, look at it this way. I'm just helping a working girl hang on to her job.
Well, let's get this show on the road here.
Well, do you have another plan to find Laura?
If any ideas are welcomed, everything we've come up with is a dead end. I need a next move.
What about Mel?
I will call his assistant in New York again, but I have a feeling it's not going to help us.
What about the man that Laura claimed was following her?
Well, anything we have there is Laura's description of this guy with piercing eyes.
Right, and aside from a name on a passenger list, we don't know if he followed Laura here or not.
Okay, so then let's start with who else could possibly have had anything to do with her?
Rose, did you notice anybody around here showing particular interest in Laura?
Well, you know, Luke, a lot of people are interested in Laura.
No. You know what I mean. Unusual interest. Did they ask personal questions, anything like that?
The only thing they ask about the yacht on the dock. They see it. They want to know who lives there. Just that kind of stuff.
Nobody unusual.
No, I can't think of anybody.
Anybody else got any different ideas?
Wait a minute. There was this strange guy who came in recently. I think he was a businessman.
Well, who was he?
I don't know his name, but he did say that he travels back and forth between New York and Port Charles.
Did he come in when Laura was in town?
He was in twice, and I'm pretty sure both times she was in town.
Anything else?
The one thing I noticed is that he had this beautiful sapphire ring on, and I commented about it, and then his eyes were like spooky. I mean, he looked at me, and it was like he could see right through me.
That's our man.
Who is he?
The man with the piercing eyes. It's got to be. There's only one way to prove it, though.
How?
I'm going to have to track down this D. Gray character.
Now, listen. Did you get a list of Laura's calls that she may have made from her room in New York?
Good thinking. Let's get on it right away. See what we come up with.
Hey, come on, guys. Don't forget there are 2 Lauras missing. One of them happens to be my sister.
You've done it enough. Good.
What is this? I leave you two alone for about 2 minutes? You come up friends?
That's not all we've come up with, kiddo.
Something about Laura?
Well, Luke, it could be. See, a couple of fishermen came in, and they caught something a little more than fish today. No, I didn't mean that. No.
Oh, thank you.
But, it could be something that you might be interested in. They caught a model boat.
Wait a minute, model boat. Did it look like the Titan?
Well, I don't know. They went to get it. They threw it away, and they went down to see if it was still there, and they should be coming back with it pretty soon.
Didn't you get something like that for a wedding gift, Luke?
Yeah, Del, some wedding gift, believe me.
Well, Rose, you can always count on us, honey.
You send Gus and Howard out to take care of something, we do the job right.
Is that it, Luke?
Go away, leave me alone.
Not on your life, man.
Go away, Spencer, before it's too late.
Too late for what? Give me that.
What are you doing? I was going to give that to my grandson.
It's Laura's.
Why was Laura's earring in the boat?
I don't know. Your curse doesn't work on me, Helena Cassadine.
If you ask me, I think Rick's gonna be pretty happy about the job we're doing today.
Well, let's hope it make him forget the time Blackie and his guys came over here and tore this place apart.
Frankly, I've been trying to forget that night myself.
No, I don't seem to understand. Why do those punks have a grudge against this place?
I don't know, but they seem also to have a grudge against Dr. Rick.
Hiya, guys.
Lesley, what are you doing here?
Well, it gets a little slow at the clinic at lunchtime.
Somebody mentioned something about lunch?
Yeah, that was something I forgot completely about.
So, ta-da! A little roast beef for Jeremy, and tuna fish on rye, because Claudia said that's your favorite.
Between you and my lady, you're a sweetheart.
Yes, I know. Okay,
Hey,
you
look.
can have your choice of...
I have a feeling I'd find you here.
Hi, news?
No news at all.
Oh. Did you go to the police today?
Yeah, nothing. They don't know anything at all. What about the Laura in intensive care?
Nothing. She's making progress, but it's very slow and she can't talk yet.
Well, we're right back to where we started.
Yes, for the time being we are.
For the time being, but Lesley, I will find her.
I know. Just don't lose yourself in the process.
What do you mean?
You don't look terrific.
I ain't been sleeping too well lately.
I know, but you gotta take care of yourself, Luke. If you fall apart, it's not gonna do anybody any good.
Yeah, I know.
Least of all, Laura. What?
Give me that.
What?
It is.
What?
I know it is. It's
What?
Laura's.
It's